Skinny marinky dinky dink, skinny marinky doo. Skinny marinky dinky dink, skinny marinky doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skinny marinky dinky dink, skinny marinky doo. Skinny marinky dinky dink, skinny marinky doo. Welcome to the Mystic Midnight Thanksgiving Circle. How's everybody doing today? My name's Robert Maheu, aka Johnny Bloom, the High Vibe Healer. And this is where we get together at the end of the day and let our days go, get together, take some breaths, do some stretching, shaking, get some messages, maybe do a meditation. We'll see what happens. So, today is Thanksgiving. Giving thanks. So much gratitude for today. I spent most of my day cleaning, and as I was cleaning, I was reminded by a friend in my head about getting more organized with my cards. I've got over 20 decks of cards now, and as I was cleaning, I was I was thinking about getting a brand new desk. Like, I needed a bigger desk. And then right after thinking that, cleaning, seeing that I need a new desk for my tarot cards, I leave the house, and lo and behold, there's a brand new huge desk, old computer desk, wooden desk that matches all my other stuff. And now I got a brand new setup, nice new table for all my cards, my laptop here for YouTube, and you guys up here on TikTok. How you doing up there? We're on YouTube and TikTok. We're gonna do some messages tonight and maybe a few other things. So, to get started, gratitude. Let's start with gratitude. Gratitude is the greatest multiplier, multiplying our frequency tenfold each and every time that we find gratitude for something. The gratitude that I'm feeling most this moment in this Thanksgiving is really acclamation, exposure, and acclamation. So a lot of times we're on our healing journey and we're just rushing through the rivers of life. Say that we're just, rowing our own boat, and we're on our own river, which is created by our own emotions. And when we're paddling faster than how much emotion and drive that we can put out, we're gonna paddle into dry land, and then we gotta sit and wait. Then we gotta sit and wait for all of our emotions and actions to be able to catch up with ourselves. Sometimes we get so far ahead of ourselves that we become stagnant because we're rushing forward, and there's nothing wrong with that, because then as we're waiting, we can really gather all the information that we've come to practice and know, and be able to go to the next step and move forward. I haven't done my YouTube shows in so long that I rushed in and became a conscious creator and really wanted to do this and that and everything, and really it took me off track with everything else I was doing in my life. So now I'm coming to a more balanced place and reevaluating how I want to relaunch my Patreon and create my content for my YouTube, for TikTok, and for my healing service that I do within the Akashic Records, doing past life and present life healings, releasing karmic patterns and negative energetic attachments that have come to us throughout this lifetime and past lifetimes. You know, a fight is not just a fight. You know, a loss of a family member is not just a loss. There's energy behind everything. Even, you know, a rumor is just not a rumor. Everything has energy. And a lot of times, and you multiply that by how many lifetimes we've had. Think of how much things you've gone through in this lifetime. Multiply that by however many lifetimes you may have. This could be your first lifetime, but still. Hey, putting it into real perspective and really accepting that how much we've been through and being able to look into that is a real gift. And also finding out, you know, where you came from as a soul and how Source created you as an individualized being. Which kind of energy are you most abundant in? Yeah, we all have access to all the different types of energies, being understanding or leadership wise or whatever it may be. We all have more compassion, more understanding. We're all more abundant in one of those areas than the other. And when we find out how we were really designed, we can propel more into the future. And my Patreon's going to be built more around that. I'll be able to provide more discounts for my clearings and payment plans and whatnot. But yeah, lots of gratitude. And it's called Grateful Soul Clearings too. So gratefulsoulclearings.com. We're going to get into some messages. Let's see. Sticking on track to my new YouTube show. Also, we're going to do some breathing exercises to get ourselves centered in this space with each other and most importantly ourselves. So if you're here, thank you for joining. And we can just begin to close our eyes and be able to take a centering moment into our heart spaces and connect with these moments that we have now together on Thanksgiving. And as we take these breaths, we bring our attention to those small moments where our inhales meet our exhales and our exhales meet our inhales. Feeling our hearts drop within those small moments, feeling that magic of life, feeling our hearts drop as if we just saw a new puppy, a new friend, an old friend, something that lights your soul up 1,000%. That feeling lies right within you, between each and every breath that you take. Feeling those moments multiply, feeling our vibrations rise. And coming back whenever you are ready. It's been a long day, man. Do some stretching. I do this stretch. Stretching our ulnar nerve. Ooh, all the circulation to our hands, all the circulation to our arms. Our ulnar nerve, which is also our funny bone. Oh, pulling on our pinky and our ring finger, palms face out, straight down, pulling on our rinky and our ping finger. Ooh. Our ulnar nerve, stretching that funny bone out. And wherever else you might feel called to stretch. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. preparing and eating lots of food and stuff and things. All right. Cool. And let's see. How's it going? Hey, everybody's on YouTube. Cool. We got people on YouTube. Cool. So we're going to do, before we get into some messages, if you guys in TikTok want to join the main chat, there's links in my profile for my YouTube where the main chat will be. We'll be doing some messages with my healing spread and some other cards. First, we're going to do a fun little meditation. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. This is what we do at the Mystic Midnight Circle. Mystic Midnight Thanksgiving Circle. So, super fun stuff and things. Alright, so as we just practiced with our breaths, feeling those moments, whenever you're ready to drop into your heart space and get comfortable, feeling those moments between our breaths, feeling our hearts drop, feeling all the gratitude, and as we find ourselves in this dark space with our eyes closed, we begin to float into space with no direction at all. And as we begin to concentrate our mind on that moment still, never forgetting that moment that comes to us every couple seconds, how much we can overlook this moment that comes to us between each and every one of our breaths, finding gratitude for this moment where so much infinite magic lies, these moments that keep us alive. Every time we feel our hearts drop a little further, our soul rises a little higher. And as we begin to rise, we begin to see a light above us. And we start traveling towards this light. With every breath that we take, allowing our gratitude to bring us even higher and higher than we have ever gone before, towards this light. And as we travel towards this light begins to grow a little bit bigger, from white to blue. And as we get closer, we begin to notice that it's our planet Earth. And as we begin to realize that, our frequency begins to rise even higher. We are returning. We are flying, falling, rising, all at once. And in these moments, we can now pick and choose where in the world we would like to land. Where would we be most happy in this world right now? Where would we find the most gratitude possible? Focusing on where this spot may be It may be with your family, it may be with friends, it may be with no one, it may be in some random spot on the earth that you've never been before. Wherever you feel that will take you to a higher frequency. And as we move towards this space, through the clouds, there may be rain, there may be storms, there may be clear skies, there may be both, flying through so much. And as we come down to our space that we have chosen, we begin to take in our surroundings and feel the gratitude for those around us, possibly friends, family, or even just ourselves. Keeping our minds still focused on that moment between our breaths, keeping that magic alive in our heart space, rising even higher in each and every moment. And as we feel this begin to perpetuate, we see another light coming down from the sky. And this time, this light begins to pour down onto our crown chakra, letting us receive all the information that we need in this moment. This white light pouring down into our crown chakra, giving us that knowing and that discernment. And we move down with this light to our throat chakra, allowing us to say the things that need to be said, not allowing these things to become an attachment that makes our mind run wild. Finding the patience and the understanding to use our words wisely, not in a hurry. Bringing this light down to our heart chakra, allowing this light to take form in all the magic, perpetuating this light into our pulmonary chakras, into our shoulders and our hands. Our pulmonary chakra is lying in each of our shoulders, connecting us to our ancestors, bringing all of our gratitude to our ancestors. All the gratitude and lessons they have carried, all that we have learned and all that we have evolved and corrected ourselves from, building a stronger baseline for what we have learned from the past. Moving this light down to our solar plexus, letting this light form into all the gratitude for all the actions that we have taken, good, bad, selfish, loving, whatever they may be. Finding gratitude and finding the realization that whatever it may be, good or bad, always finding that answer and that lesson afterwards, and how that has helped you move forward. Bring this light of gratitude down to our sacral chakras, letting this light perpetuate all the gratitude for all that we have created with our body, with our minds, with our soul, whether that may be art, whether that may be love, whether that may be children, family. Bringing all the gratitude back, feeling that perpetuate, and bringing this light down to our root chakras, bringing all the gratitude that we can find within our patience, letting our roots grow deeper so that we may be able to withstand the next storm, being able to withstand a higher magnitude of storm that may come our way, being able to stand taller and stronger and more understanding with the patience, and bringing this light of gratitude down deep into the earth, feeling that light connect with the center of the earth, the heart of Gaia, and bring that light back up into our own heart space, creating a lemminus between our heart spaces, creating an infinity symbol between our heart and Gaia's heart, letting this light perpetuate and all this gratitude perpetuate, still keeping our minds focused on that moment between our breaths. And as this light begins to brighten up our world around us, we become a beacon. We become our own holiday beacon within this world that we have created, this spot that we have chosen to be in. And now, all the turkeys begin marching in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. And now all the dragon's fairies come marching in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. And all the centaurs come marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. And the rest of the benevolent beings come marching in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. And it becomes a huge mystical parade, a Thanksgiving parade that you have attracted into your life. Everything in the universe wants to surround you with how much you have raised your frequency with this gratitude. And you begin to sing and play and dance within this parade and jump around, enjoying yourself. Raising the multitude of frequencies surrounding you, whether they're a few feet away or a few miles away. This gratitude is amplifying all beings within the entire universe. And as we begin to settle down our energy, we can come back to this space whenever you are ready, taking a few breaths, still focusing your mind on those moments between your breaths, feeling your heart space drop as if you saw a new puppy, a new love, a new anything that lights your soul 1,000%. Alrighty. I hope that was fun. I haven't done a meditation in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed. So we're gonna start getting right into this reading. I usually do this reading on Sundays. Whoop, whoop. Hey, how's it going? We just ended our meditation. We're about to do my regular healing spread that I normally try to do on Sundays. Woo! Let's see. So this first card is always the issue inside of us. So let's see. Let's check in. How's it going? All right, we're gonna get this started. What is the issue inside of us? Okay. Ooh, okay. This is good. This is great. This is grand. This is also the cover art. So whenever I get the cover art of the book or the case, there's always a very high frequency going on when you pull the card that matches. So the card that matches it is the dragonfly, and that is the 6 of feathers, which would be the 6 of swords. Transition and insight. That's exactly what I was just talking about earlier. I was already talking about the issue, and tarot is confirming, yes, transition and insight. So having the ability to transition into new things, instead of rushing. As I was saying before, if you just came in and haven't heard before, I was talking about how our energy flows like a river, like water, and we're on a kayak and we're in our own river, and we have so much emotion going forwards, and we're just floating along, having a good time, and then we see something, we get excited, and we're like going real fast, and we want to get there and experience it, and then we're paddling so far ahead of ourselves that we're paddling ourselves right out of our own energy and into dry land where our rivers are running out. And then we're just like sitting, waiting for all of our energy and our emotions to get back balanced and be able to keep ourselves afloat above water. And sometimes that's okay too. If you're meant to do that, we're always following our heart and having that acceptance and gratitude for that as well, and not thinking that it's not okay and bringing ourselves down. And then we're just like a beached whale, and we're chilling, and we can actually think about what we just did and how much we just learned and gained, and be able to move forward with all of our lessons into the next step. The 6 of feathers, this is the dragonfly. The dragonfly, acorn shorns, feathers. 6. What? Okay. Doop. Oh, okay. 6 of feathers. Dragonfly. Alright. The reverse message. I'll read the whole message first. Dragonfly, the ambassador of change and transcendence, is your guide in rising above illusion into a world of light and healing. I can't even see that. Dragonfly urges you to kickstart the changes necessary in order to move forward. Ride the winds of change. Allow yourself to break free from turbulent past and move into a more positive future as a solution is on the horizon. The process of healing has begun. So believe in yourself and your new sense of purpose. Focus on where you want to be. A new perspective will recharge your vitality. In moving through the mists of change, you will find your true power. And the reverse message, which is how it came, by putting a band-aid on a situation, the issue will resurface again and again. Inspire a permanent solution by rethinking your plan and looking within. So yeah, every time we row ahead of ourselves, we're in that kayak and we just row ahead of the amount of water and energy that we have to be able to keep ourselves moving. We begin to evaluate ourselves into these spots where we can figure out how to not make that happen again, because we always learn a little more each and every day. And putting band-aids on situations as well, just sometimes there's no clarity. It's all left in a gray area. Say you're in a situation and there's just all this banter and talk that's just kind of obscured, and you talk in certain ways that you're just beating around the bush. No, you're just putting a band-aid on it. Get the words out that need to get out. Otherwise it's going to take 10 times longer to heal whatever you are trying to heal. So yes, the second card is always the past, the effect this issue has had on others and yourself in the past. How this has been affecting others. Let's see. Yourself and others in the past. Moving ahead too quickly. Get your shit together. Let's see. Okay. The way this has been affecting yourself and others in the past. Okay. So this is the Four of Acorns, which is the Four of Wands. This is the Walrus. The Walrus, which is comfort and community. So moving ahead of yourself so quickly has brought you into this space in the past with others and yourself as well, where you have become basically uncomfortable, and the communities that you have found yourself in, whether that's one person or a group of people, are definitely becoming deteriorated because you are not being present and allowing yourself to go with a steady flow. And let's see, the Four of Acorns with the Walrus. The Walrus 4. Walrus, comfort and community. The persevering walrus settles comfortably into his environment, enjoying the results of his hard work. He has established a sense of order and security in his life and celebrates personal achievement as he moves into a new phase of life. Walrus is a warden of harmonious home and work relationships. He sees beauty in everyone and recognizes the importance of community spirit. You are surrounded by joy and love. Allow this collective optimism to center you spiritually. Aspire to help those who have supported you along the way by sharing the fruits of your labors. You are moving successfully into your new direction, and all is working out as planned. So this being the issue affecting this in the past has definitely affected you, because as in the past, yes, we have found ourselves with so much comfort and so much community. We're like on our healing journey, we're like, oh my god, I'm healing. Oh my God, I found my soul family. Oh my God, I found this now and that now and this now. And you just want to pour yourself into all of that and give yourself completely to everybody and anyone to be able to create these new connections in our lives. And then ultimately, as the issue is, we're getting ahead of ourselves and we're pouring every ounce of energy out of our cup, and then we ourselves become uncomfortable, and the communities that we have found ourselves in become uncomfortable as well. And we see the beauty in everybody, but that doesn't mean we need to tend to every single person that we meet and want to interact with. And it's really, ultimately we don't know how to do that, and ultimately we do that, and then we have that experience. There's a difference between knowing what you should do and then experiencing the importance of actually doing it, because you know what you should do, but your ego and your soul don't know how to cope with each other yet. So you're allowing your soul to connect, and you're allowing your ego to just perpetuate that energy of wanting to be praised, wanting to feel good through others. And now we come into this moment where we are taken aback and taken away from all that, and now we are coming back to that slowly, as I was saying before, with the importance of acclimation and exposure. It's like climbing a mountain. We can't sprint up Mount Everest. You will die. Oh, cool. I don't know what just happened. Cool. Nusrat, thank you for subscribing. Cool. All right, and then the third card. The third card is the present moment. How is this issue affecting us in this present moment? Let's see. The effect this issue is having on others and yourself in the present moment. And if you have just joined, the issue being transition and insight, the dragonfly. The dragonfly is the animal that can just fly in any direction quickly. One of the most quickest, compared to the hummingbird, but one of the most quickest flyers out there as insects. Transitioning from different flows of energy and wind patterns, and having that insight in how to enter and exit each flow of energy that we go throughout our lives, and understanding how much energy we have within ourselves. Okay, this is one of my favorites. So this is the Queen of Acorns, the Queen of Wands, which is, I think it's the deer. Queen of Acorns, Queen. Okay. The deer, yeah. In reverse, though. Passion and creativity. Passion and creativity. As you can see here, try to get this on both. The deer is running upon this land that has so many layers. The deer are actually the ones that, have their own trails. When we see random trails in the woods, they're probably made by deers. Everybody's always like, yeah, those are deer trails, side little trails that go off of the main trails. Those are just the deer running, and they've been doing the same thing throughout all of existence. And, you know, our passion and creativity, that is what has been affecting us by moving forward too quickly. Our passion and our creativity. I literally haven't been on YouTube for months now. Almost a year. Maybe like 8, 9 months, I'd say, yeah. So definitely, yeah, moving forward a little too quickly. Our passion and our creativity get blocked. The reverse message for this: you may be splitting your energies into too many directions. Just as I was saying, take time out to reconnect with your key plan of action. Remove negative obstructions from your path. So definitely, as we see all these energies to begin to grow, and we can begin to form and shape whichever trails we would like to go throughout life. And we now have this multitude of trails to be able to explore from and be able to show ourselves through, and all the versions of ourselves that we have created. And now we have like this whole forest of trails slash versions of ourselves that we have mastered, and we can just begin to get a higher perspective on all of those, and be able to walk through all of our trails now. We've made all of our trails now, and now it's just time to be able to stroll through whichever trail that we want and bring our passion and creativity. Start painting and making signs for all of our trails, and building on what we have created and finding that gratitude for, yeah, we have been pushing forward a little too hard, but now we have built something that we can just chillax with and add to and decorate, like our upcoming next holiday, Christmas. And it seems we find ourselves in these cycles basically every year, and we say the same things and go through the same cycles, acting like we don't know, but we do know after the fact that they have happened. And as we go through those cycles more and more, we can begin to definitely foretell ourselves how we can prevent the same thing from happening. Which is that the next card? The fifth card, the fourth card, the source. Oh, the source of the problem. The source of the issue and the factors contributing to the situation. What has been making us move forward maybe a little too quickly? Woo! Okay. Ha! Oh wow. Oh wow, I've never pulled this before. This is the source. Yeah, this is the source. The Four of Feathers. So we got just acorns and feathers here. So we're basically within our minds and within our creations. The Four of Feathers is the bear with sanctuary and rest. So for a lot of us, maybe if this resonates, our sanctuary and our resting periods has been, maybe your sanctuary, maybe the place where you rest has been going through transitions, and you haven't been able to settle down into maybe a new apartment, maybe a new situation where your living situation has changed. Maybe you gained a partner, maybe you lost a partner, maybe you moved into a new a new apartment or house in the past year, and it's been taking you a while to get settled in, and it's been taking a while to get your energy settled into this new situation or living environment, and you've been trying to push forward into this feeling of subtlety, into just feeling like you're finally there, you're settled, and everything's figured out, and everything has found its spot. It takes a while after you get into new situations and you don't know how to integrate your energies with a new environment or person, and how you operate, how they operate, how you both may need to stay centered, and this has been the source of the problem. We've been pushing ourselves forward because we need that. We need that to be able to do damn near anything in our life. We need to have that sanctuary, a place where we can rest and wake up feeling rejuvenated and not overcumbered and feeling the weight of the world on our shoulders every day. So this has been really, really a big part of what the reading says. This is the source of the issue being transition and insight. We haven't been able to be very insightful and transition very fluently into any of these new situations this past year because we haven't had that stability within our sanctuary, our little bear cave that we hibernate into every year. Hey, how's it going? Hey, buddy. Nice, one of my childhood best friends. How's it going, buddy? Let's see, what's the remediation? The remediation of this issue, the steps that must be taken to reduce and resolve this issue. What do we need to, resolve this issue? Being transitioning, having a stable place to find ourselves to rest. How can we remediate the steps that must be taken to reduce and resolve this issue? Let's see what the cards have to say. Ooh, I knew it. When I was trying to say a higher perspective, a bird's eye view. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's the eagle. The two of acorns, another acorns. So it's all swords and wands, feathers and acorns. We're really, really trying to create. We're really trying to master our minds and be able to come into a balanced state with that. And we can really, so insight and focus with this eagle here. So as I keep rambling on, having that insight and having that focus and flying above everything, getting the whole picture, being able to see the whole masterpiece rather than, concentrating on the end result or concentrating on one little thing and putting all those tiny little details in to what we are trying to paint into our lives. And ultimately, some of those, when you're painting, you can't put all those details in. Sometimes you need to wait for the paint to dry. Just like in life, we need to wait and get acclimated to these new situations, these new people, whatever it may be. Wait for that paint to dry so that we can begin to paint again on the next layer and put more details and shading in and whatever it may be. So the two of acorns, let's see. Two of acorns. A messenger on a mission, Falcon is focused on her target. In search of new experiences, she sets her eyes confidently on what she wants. Falcon is the victorious insignia for foresight and vision. Her power of insight gives her ability to make choices that create balance and integration within the world. Now is the time to manifest your ideas into form. You hold the power within to take flight to new directions. Recognize your full potential and go forth courageously and stand by your decisions. Persevere and you will achieve your goals. So this being the remediation, the steps that must be taken to reduce and resolve this issue, have that foresight, be able to see, how people are going to react. If you've been doing something negative and dysfunctional for a very long time, you know how people are going to react, and you're going to lose out on some of the last chances that you will ever get with some people. After, giving people chances, people only take a certain amount of chances, and having that foresight to be able to bring that into your next experience with whoever it is you're going to meet next, or if you do get another chance, you should know and have that foresight to be able to not screw up again, and know what your results are going to be. You may end up in the gutter again. You may end up, either physically in your life or mentally in your mind or in your emotional body, whichever it may be. And having that foresight and knowing how your way of thinking, how your actions are going to create the experiences that are coming forth. So really being able to fly above and have that focus and bring that kind of remediation into your life. And definitely, that's the remediation. And the last card, the very last card, is the maintenance. The maintenance that we need to, the steps that should be taken to help prevent the reoccurrence of this issue in the future. The maintenance, let's see. Let's see. The maintenance. Okay, I feel like it's okay. 2 of them want to come out for maintenance. All right. The maintenance moving forward. Okay, there's 2 cards here. 1. All right, the maintenance moving forward is, okay, the 6 of shells and the King of feathers reversed. So, all right, so the 6 of shells is the otters, which is the 6 of cups in regular tarot. 6 of shells, sentiment and joy, which are the otters, which these animals, bond for life after meeting, for the first time. And these animals are just full of joy and find the sentiment in everything. Everything is sentimental. Sometimes we find ourselves, being a little too sentimental, but the maintenance moving forward is, accepting that you can be sentimental, that you can have that joy and can have that connection with others, whether they may be, an ex-girlfriend or, somebody that has to be in your life, whether, you have a separated family or, just want to be friends just because you're friends and you help each other out. Finding that sentiment and joy and not having to push forward through all that. This is the maintenance. Just being able to find that joy, and in combination with the King of Feathers, with the logic and justice in reverse, the lion So I see putting that in together, bringing that logic into those connections and that justice, but not pushing forward with that justice. Yeah, you know what needs to be fixed within yourself, within the world, within each other, but not pushing that forward. Not, pushing for that justice and for that joy and all that sentiment that you want, but just letting it be what it is. And tame that lion that's within you. You can let that lion be rabid as hell, foaming at the mouth, and within your soul it's just tearing you apart and your body is just falling to pieces. Or you can tame that lion and let it rise above, and let that fire rise above, and be able to protect you from anything and anyone. And combining that with the Six of Shells, the otters, is such a beautiful message there. I don't even think I need to read from the book for that. I hope those messages have resonated. Man, that was really great. Hey, how's it going? So, I'm gonna open up space for readings now. If anybody would like a reading, we can move forward with a few Thanksgiving readings for others. How's it going, Cami? Thank you all for joining. Jessica, Ashley. Project Bring Me to Life. Huh. Wow, okay. After reading that keyword justice, okay, Cammy, you want a card? I will pull you a card. This just came out though. I just spoke about justice in the last card in that reading, and now the actual card justice just came out. And this card here, there's a huge dragon blocking the way to a man and woman lost in the woods. And this dragon right here this dragon is basically the keeper. He's the keeper of the karmic records, the Akashic records. Nothing is going to fool this huge dragon. You can say you've learned your lesson, but ultimately spirit / the guardian, whoever is keeping you from the next level of your experience, is not going to be fooled. You do need to learn your lessons and experience what you need to experience before moving forward, and experience that justice that your soul has been longing for. Let's see. Got lots of other cards here. I finally have a big unified spot for everything now. Okay. Let's see. Cammy. Cammy. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Let's see if I can get this. Doot. Is that light? The light is too bright. Hold on. Ow. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. There it is. There we go. Wishes granted. So, Cammy, definitely you've you've been experiencing all that you need to experience, and you've sipped from every cup, and you now know which cup that you want to take from, which cup not take from, but to share with, to be able to move on to your next experience with, and whatever it is that is filling your cup. You know, you've tasted, you've tried, you've experienced whatever it is that you do in life, you know, sing, dance, create, do your regular job, take steps towards your ultimate passion, and your wishes are finally being granted. You've definitely sipped from all these cups and mastered the ability to actually ask for what it is that you want, you know. And it's a very balanced place. There's, you know, nothing's too bright, nothing's too dim, and you've come into this place where you can accept the things that have been growing and proudly reach out your hand to receive. I hope that resonates. Cool. Okay, Kevin, you still here, buddy? Yeah, you're still here. You want a card? You know what? Good buddy, old pal. You're gonna get a card from my new deck. My brand new deck that I just got in Memphis, Tennessee a few weeks ago. But I do want to talk about these two cards that I have had this week. The Power card and the Surrender card. And so it definitely feels like we've been calling our power back in this past week and realizing all the crap that we have been putting ourselves through and pushing ourselves into, and really being able to surrender to the fact that we did do all that, and surrender to the fact that we can still return to our power no matter what, because we're still here, we're still breathing, we still have another chance every single day. And being able to sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed in your life. This guy, I just read this page today in the Tao book. This book talks about Taoism within the Eastern countries, and this guy in this card here, he conquered a part of China, and eventually over the next 20 years all the countries in secret rose up against him, and he, out of surrender, took his own life so that his army, the last 20-40 guys of his army, would not be killed. He knew that if he was dead, the enemy would not attack the last of his army. So that surrender has been a big story within the Eastern countries for all of time. And after he did that, then the Han dynasty rose for 400 years after that sacrifice and that surrender. So really surrendering under the fact that what we know is going to be hurt in our lives, and really giving us the power to remove ourselves from the situations and people and places and things that may create that dysfunction and take away from the purity of our lives, and surrendering to whatever it is, surrendering to our power too, the energy of the dragon, surrendering to how much power you can actually conjure up in a matter of seconds, a matter of days, a matter of months, whatever it may be. And knowing that you have that ability, and surrender into that, and not let not let anything. Yeah, this is the other card I had before too, the moon. You are wandering between a jubilant world of fantasy and reality. So the moon, you fantasize about the world that you want to live in, and you don't really give two damns about the real world, and you're wandering between, experiencing that fantasy world that you want to give up and surrender to, or the actual real world that has the consequences and things that you need to deal with. So enjoying all that energy, you can enjoy it all in either way. It's your choice. Anything positive or negative can be enjoyed. In the eyes of one thing you're doing could be positive to one person or negative to another. So I want to read one. Let's see. Everybody's passed out from Turkey, I guess. Master. Ooh, this is a good one. Master. Zhang San Fang. You can solve your problems naturally and cleverly. Proceed with courage and decisive strategy. Let your opponent underestimate you. A Taoist master uses soft to conquer hard. Leverage the power of your adversary to your advantage. Definitely. Because, yes, we are the master of our experiences, and the more we can come into that and realize if our intentions are good and we're moving forward, and somebody takes an action against you in a negative way when you're pushing forward positively, try to take a step back and see how it might actually be working in your favor, because good is always going to triumph over evil. And a lot of times we can't take that step back until some time has passed, but with enough practice we can begin to find that center, that masterful energy. Master. Hmm. 61. Master. The power of the universe is unlimited. Your energy is not. Blend your will with the forces of nature and utilize a boundless source of strength to overcome your personal, financial, and relationship challenges. Zhang San Fang was a martial artist and healer who promoted a lifestyle that conformed to nature. He created a system that embodies supreme efficiency, deflecting superior forces with minimal effort. When facing a problem, flow with the current. Understand the natural dynamics of the situation. Consider every component behind an obstacle, and you may resolve the issue without exerting yourself. Often, it's not what you must do, it's what you must not do. By using the forces already available to you, you may yet redirect 1,000 pounds with 4 ounces of energy. There is no obstacle too formidable to evade, no force too powerful to redirect. Avoid confrontation and walk away if necessary. Wait for the right moment to act. This card is about energy work and the healing arts. Never underestimate the strength of your mind. You are halfway healed when you believe you will be healed. Through meditation and reflection, you learn to work with your mind. You must use your mind to control chi, the vital force energy flowing through all existence. By maintaining the healthy state of chi, the body may be free from disease. When you understand the characteristics of qi, you will comprehend the effectiveness of the energy work that Zhang Sang Fang is known for. Cultivate Tai Chi, Qigong, or Tao Yin to prevent disease and aid healing. Introduce natural remedies, nutrition, and moderate exercise into your life so that you can maintain your vibrant qi of the physical body and bring efficiency to your purpose. Find the strength to persevere with any regimen or schedule. Persistence is key. A Chinese proverb says, "A constant raindrop can penetrate any rock." Wow. A constant raindrop can penetrate any rock. It's like a river can erode any boulder that may fall into it. A constant raindrop can penetrate any rock, create a hole in a rock. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Who else is here? What's going on? Brian Wells, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving. Would you like a card? We got lots of cards. Whatever. What else? What else we have? Let's see. I'm gonna bring these out. Let's bring a couple more out. Let's see. We're just doing some readings, having some fun, keeping the spirits up. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about that one right now. Alrighty, have a good night. Cool. If you'd like a card, I'm doing some free cards. I'm going to pull out my Akashic Tarot. I work in the Akashics. I'm a certified soul realignment practitioner. Releasing negative energetic attachments from this lifetime and past lifetimes. Retrieving your soul blueprint so that you can identify and live within your divinity. Life, when we begin to define our lives much more boldly, much more elaborately, the less questions we have to ask ourselves. The more that we heal, less answers we're seeking, and the more that we can just be ourselves. That's what we are here to do. Alright, Brianna Wells. Let's see. How's it going? Living life? Let's see. Brianna Wells. Akashic. Man, this card comes out so much. This card is the Five of Scrolls. Diversity. So, yeah, as the word is in itself, diversity. Really, just keeping it diverse. We say that we need a regimen, we need a process, a wake up routine and a routine to get through our day, but why not have 3-4 different routines. We can't do the same thing. We can't eat the same thing every lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Keeping it diverse. And even when we're driving home, there might be 3 ways to drive home. Drive home a different way. Keep your vibration up. Keep the surroundings new, and keep diversifying in every way that you can in your life. And keep yourself interested. Keep yourself aware and expanded, and just not stagnant. Let's see, 5 of Scrolls. A woman stands on a veranda looking at a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, to go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. So yeah, if you are feeling like there's a bunch of new subjects or experiences that you want to put yourself into, then do it. You're going to gain a whole new set of skills that you can then settle down with once you run that energy that you currently have back down to dry, because energy is constantly moving. We have our highs, we have our lows, we expand, and we go back within. So that's it. I hope that resonates. I can do expanded messages with more cards. If you'd like to donate, I have donation buttons in my link in my profile as well. If you'd like to donate, I would love to do an expanded reading or a specific question as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end my YouTube actually. Thank you all for joining on YouTube. If you'd like to keep watching, I'm over on TikTok as well. I hope you all have a good night.